My name is Masako Yamada. I've been here for 11 years, and I'm in the Software Sciences and Analytics group. That means that I work with really, really big computers to help solve your problems. And what I specifically do is I basically make almost like video games, but using real science. So I will, using my computer, pretend to make a water droplet, or I would pretend to make light shining on my face. And these are all real science video games. They're not fake ones, they're not stories, they're not pretend, they're real science, but I use computers to do it. So some examples of how I've used computers in my life are, one example, it's a huge one, is we are trying to develop surfaces that ice doesn't stick to. And we can use computers to try to just test out lots of different surfaces. What about this surface? What if I change that? And see it in the computer world before we actually try to make it, because making stuff is actually really, really hard. And if we can try it out in the computer first, then we can just say, okay, these look pretty good. Why don't I go try to make it now? Another thing that we've looked into is makeup for ladies who don't want wrinkles. And we can put this makeup in the computer world to see, okay, does this type of makeup hide wrinkles better, or does that type of makeup hide wrinkles better? And once we come up with an answer, then we can actually go make it. And the same goes for drugs. I've worked on a project where we were trying to find cures for certain types of diseases. And you usually have to go through many thousands of different types of candidate drugs to figure out which one's correct. And you can't do all these experiments. It costs a lot, it takes a long time. You need to involve people. So if a computer can help you to narrow down what you want to focus on, then you can basically take those results and actually do the experiments after that. So if I were a kid today, I think working with computers is really awesome. So I would definitely recommend it even in 20, 30 years. So even to kids today, computers awesome, do it. What I would think I would do differently is nowadays computers are getting closer and closer to people. So if I can do stuff where computers can do something that's pretending to be a person, or being like a computer dog or animals, I think that'll be really cool, because right now we're working with stuff on the screen, but if the stuff can be closer to people, I think that'd be really, really cool. So one of the things that STEAM career people can help work on is cars. And in my case, since I work in software, how can software help cars? For instance, if you're in a mall and the parking lot is really crowded, could a car help you to find an empty spot and automatically park it into it? Or what if you're driving and there's a huge traffic jam and the car got information from the GPS and it told you to go someplace else? Or what if it drove you automatically? That'd be really cool. Or what if your car is really skidding, it's about to get into an accident, there's another car there, and it automatically swerved away because there's a computer inside? Those are the types of things that people like you can really help think of in the future. There's a lot of things that we haven't even thought about. But if you can help us make cars more efficient, safer, funner to drive, I think that's one way that people like you can help.